Well, hey there, tubers. Just thought I'd show you something here real quick, but I guess this pipe here, I'm just gonna leave it like it is. I've really got it polished out there. You can see the glass shine on it, but that's what 1,000 and 1,200 sandpaper will do. But it had to go from 360 to 600, 800, and I had almost thought about putting this in as a piece of inlay, and it took me hours to make this little piece, and then I dropped it and broke the claw off there. Then I just got nervous about messing that up. I mean, this stone here, you mess it up one time, that's it, it's done. There's nothing else you can do about it. But here's a low back bear I made. I'll probably, like, I'm gonna get a wood stem for this. I'll probably use these pieces and either make that smaller or make another one and put those as inlay into the wood stem, because I'm pretty good with wood. But kind of wanted to show this. I made this today. It's out of from a small small thing of steatite I had, and that steatite looks real gray before you mess with it. And I have some bamboo from when we went down and hung out with Jacob down there along that river. I'm gonna use a piece of it for a stem and wrap it with sinew and leather and whatnot. But it turned out pretty cool. Made a nice little pipe. And that black type of steatite is totally different than this. Like this one here. I want to make a pipe out of this. You can see all that gold and silver flake stuff going on in there. That's some really cool stuff. But main reason for getting this on is, oh, I got a package today in the mail from KwartzKrazee. But before we take off on this, how about we go for a little walk? Take you to a little favorite spot of mine. So come with a little trip with me and we'll take a little walk. This is the front side with a big outcropping of some like black rock, and a part of the state park that's right by my house. Practically live in the state park. And I don't come here as often as I'd like, but it's a real cool place to come and just hang out and reflect. Just figured I'd kind of show this real quick. I usually pick some false shrooms here, but I just got here. But I didn't see any driving through the park anywhere. I don't think we're gonna get any fall mushrooms this year. They've been picking them in Indiana and even in Ohio, so they were out. We should have had them. We just been too much in drought, I think. I'll show some of this rock when we get up there. This water oak's been here for a while. Growing out up top up here. I don't know, probably about a good 30 or so feet up here. But well, this cedar tree wasn't but just a little bitty itty bitty sprouting last year. And it's grown up fast. So I guess they like droughty years. And then this other branch is growing up in here. You know, the natives that were always around here probably use this as some type of ceremonial area. I think that's why it always draws me here. You don't ever find nothing here. Which that's not to say there's not something always hiding in the dirt somewhere. But there's this big outcropping right here, the one we just walked in at, and then there's even a smaller one that way, and there's another smaller one that's even that way. I'm sorry, I get to doing stuff and don't look in the camera, see what's going on. It's a pretty cool spot. I meant to get here when it's a little warmer today. It's after 5. Sun's working her way down. Just felt like getting out of the house. Figured I might show this. Once in a while I see deer and stuff down there. You can hear the lake. Lake's right down over the hill. Just heard a big old power boat down there. Down over this hill, I usually pick the heck out of mushrooms. Fall shrooms, that is. Not much for morels in this spot. But we'll go down below and go check it out. Here's the backside of that big rock we were just standing on. A big old crack on this backside. And it's not a little crack either. It's a big crack. And you could shove a couple bodies in there. Maybe dragging some sticks up, making them a little home up in there or something. There's scratch marks all over the side of the thing here, but something is got him a home nestled up there. See, it's got that other rock shelf, and you probably can't, it's probably too dark. It's big. Man, I couldn't believe that package KwartzKrazee sent me. Man, it's gonna blow you away when we start pulling them all out and showing them. That's such a cool place. I used to climb this rock right here, barefooted, water socks, and that one down there is pretty good climbing, but all the way down over this hill, boy, I just picked sackfuls of fall mushrooms and sackfuls. But I don't know, I don't think we're gonna get any this year. They're usually coming up by now. Usually once the leaves start turning good, they're starting to come up good. I just don't see them. Don't see any. Yeah, you know the natives before us would have loved this spot right here. It's on a big ridge that ends up down to the lake. Pretty sure we know of a campsite down at the end of this finger, I guess you call it, ridge. This one here is about twice as big. That big tree growing up out of it right there. That's about probably 45 feet up there to the top. Yeah, I don't think it's quite 50. It's a lot taller than 30, because that's what I fell from, was 30 feet. And that's that shelf about right there. It's about 30 feet. Really cool spot. I don't know if that's for mosquitoes or what. some kind of bug trap. Doesn't look like a mosquito trap. Conservation usually has a special thing for them. What the heck is this down here? Well, that's a speaker box. What? I can't believe that's down here. It says trash. Don't belong down here. That's aggravating. I hate stuff like that. Yeah, this one here was some fun climbing. Start up about there and climb up that way, or you come up over here and you scale up that way. Miss doing stuff like that. Just thought I'd show a little spot of serenity that I enjoy. Thanks for coming along. Well, good day, tubers. Man, where do we even begin? Well, I know, let's start over here with this pipe y'all have already seen. But I made this stem from bamboo, and I wrapped it twice with some synthetic sinew. And I'm thinking about maybe, because I do this in a lot of traditional pipes. It's got a little 3 braid hanging from there. I tried to do the 4 braid, but it was just making it too thick there, and I didn't want that real thick, because I'm gonna make a deer antler mouthpiece or something. But I'm thinking of wrapping that with some leather, and then, you know, cutting fringes in that, and hanging some beads and feathers, whatnot off of it. I don't know yet. And then I'm real debatable as to do I want to epoxy it together where it always stays like that, or do I make it where it separates and then you just put it together when you're going to display it. But I'm thinking about making a bag for it too. So I got some of this tan deer hide. I ain't got much. Stuff's expensive around here, it's crazy. But I've been wanting to use my bead loom, so I'm thinking about maybe making a traditional bag for it. But the main reason that we got this on is, wow, man, I mean, we was real debatable as to if to do a video or not. He already knows I've thanked him a whole bunch. But It's kind of, in a way, I like to do it out of respect towards that person, and not only that, but in a way also to share with others, just because it's a part of sharing that, man, it amazes me still to this day. It overwhelms me every time. I mean, it is such a fantastic thing we have going on here on our little Archaeanet. But it's even more amazing when people do stuff like this, give away their personal, hard to hunted finds. I mean, it's just not something easily done. And then when you send out a package like this, I mean, mind you, there's not a lot of some of the points in there aren't exactly perfect or anything, but you have to remember where they come from, the material they're made out of, and even the broken ones take hours and hours and hours to find, days sometimes. But this is a package from KwartzKrazee. He's sent out a few other stellar packages, and this man really deserves a big kudos, that's for sure. What an amazing person. Reason it astounds me so much is, I mean, even people that I've shared my hunting spots with for years. Couldn't even buy an arrowhead off of one of them. He sold them all to someone else, you know, and I just wanted like one or two. And he wouldn't even have had half the spots he's ever hunted if I wouldn't have showed him where they were. I don't know if people understand that or not, you know. And other people I've taken hunting, you know, I've gotten a lot of arrowheads off me, and you know, I did that for a reason because I wanted to, you know. But I've never seen, you know, my buddy Terry. That's why you always see him, because he always shows his appreciation in more than a million ways. So, I mean, he's kind of excluded from the fact, but he's got them all marked here. I hate to ramble on, and make a 30-minute video here. We all know most of mine turn out that way no matter what, even with this one. We got my little walk in the park, but this point here is, wow, it's an Appalachian Quartzite, McDowell City, North Carolina. These are all North Carolina, South Carolina finds from the Catawba River Basin. But, man, this is an awesome, awesome point. I mean, this is a big point. And like in Texas or something, I think this would be called a Pearl of D's. We really don't get much around here with these types of bases like this. If we do, it's a Johnson, which is like a Dalton downstep. But that is a really, really neat point. Can you see that material? Yeah. Reminds me of our oolitic. But I can definitely tell it's more quartz, because quartz has a full circle, like a full bubble to it, you know, kinda, and oolitic is like flat, smashed. And then over here we got some Kirk stemmed points. Look at these, man. I'm telling you, KwartzKrazee, you outdo yourself every time, buddy. And every one, you got, look at, they're just all translucent as ever. But there's a couple in here, they're like glass. Look at this, Guilfords. Oh, he sends 4 of these things, man, 4. And these, I mean, we've seen how rough the quartz stuff can be made. These are nice. These are really, really nice. Look at this one. And it's that stuff that's like glass. It's so clear. That stuff is so, so cool. I can about see the colors of the picture and the poster through it, man. Just amazing. Amazing stuff, man. So I already sent birdies. Dude, you know I love the birds. Like a little Nodina type. Or a birdie preform. I got all kinds just like that. I guess here's a little Hamilton or Fort Ancient, a Madison. There, I think they're Fort Ancients. And then check out this little birdie. Oop, 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 oop. Man, this thing here has some awesome color in it. Hopefully you can see the color of this splint. I hear it raining outside. You know, we're getting some rain today. I don't know if it's actually raining where I need it to on my at least little sea of dirt. Then over here we got some a Palmer and a Rowan. The Palmer's the clear quartz and the Rowans and necklaces. Dude, these are too good to put on a necklace. Look at this one, man. That clear quartz. That stuff is just awesome, man. It's like glass. It's so cool. And like this one here, you can see that little dark spots in it. It's like, that's so neat. And this guy here, this is really neat. Man, look at that heavy bevel going on in that thing. Right-handed bevels, or left-handed bevels, I mean. And over here we got some Pickwicks, milky quartz. Just awesome, dude. So here's some more old mountains. Oh, these are awesome. Just awesome. And that case is going to be full now. I'm going to need a whole nother case. We got 2 Stanleys and another Rowan. I guess these would be the Stanleys, and this would be the Rowan side notch, because it kind of has that beveling going on there too. Man, just awesome. And then he sends this whole bag. Broke, tips, edge scrapers, knives. And look at these guys. Man. That's just some rhyolite from that area, I guess. It's the only way I know rhyolite from around us. It's kind of, well, this is more grainier than ours. Ours is real smooth looking like this black stuff here. But it's a rough material, kind of. I guess those are maybe 2 big broken savannas or something. There's like another one made out of quartz, and it's like bands running in it. I guess shock layers is what they'd call that, maybe. I don't know. Some cool tools. Man. KwartzKrazee, you outdid yourself, buddy. Awesome. I can't never say thank you enough, my friend. You're super awesome, man. A full kudos to you, dude. I mean, super stellar. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. Can never say thank you enough. It really touched my heart. Thank you. You know, hunting artifacts is one thing. Literally sharing them with people you've never met in the whole world is a complete other thing. It really opens the standards in the world just by a large margin. It blows me away every time. I'm honored. I really am. I can't help but be so touched. Anytime someone sends stuff like this, it'd be hard for me to like spend 30 hours and then give something like this away, let alone half a case full, you know? It's crazy. I love it though. Thanks, KwartzKrazee. Again, man, thank you, dude. You're super stellar, man.